billionaire Ray Dalio that are investing in what Goldman Sachs calls the currency of last resort. And the wealthiest investors are beginning to invest in this currency too, in order to protect themselves and their families. So you should too. We are all feeling the effects of this current situation in one way or another. And although we may not know what the full outcome may be, we know that capitalism can't work if restaurants, stores, businesses, and schools are all shut down. Jim Rickards was one of the few who predicted the 2008 housing collapse, and is someone officials at the highest levels turn to for help when it comes to preparing for the unthinkable. Jim has said that 99% of Americans have no clue what's about to hit them, and believes that what's coming may be 10 times worse than what happened in 2008. Not only has Rickards been asked to testify about the state of the economy, but he's also been featured on Bloomberg, The Street, and The Exchange, sharing how everyday Americans can protect themselves during national disasters. Jim Rickards knows that the news media is good at spreading fear and misinformation, and that's why Jim was compelled to create a special video where he shares actionable information like the steps to take to protect your family so you don't have to worry about food or supply shortages, the number one way to profit from falling stocks so that you can protect your current portfolio and not worry about losing all your investments, and the absolute best solution to possibly 10 times your money by investing in a tiny company that's currently trading at around $4 a share. It's the same place that Jim Rickards has already put $1 million of his own money. In fact, a third-party analyst estimated this tiny company potentially holds over $6.9 billion in solid currency. This could potentially set you up for life. So no matter what is happening, you always have the resources available to care for yourself and your family. Now consider Mr. Getty, who never had to worry about money again after the Great Depression of the 1930s. When the Dow dropped 90% and other investors had lost everything, Mr. Getty was prepared. He invested in the right companies, buying stocks, pennies on the dollar, enough to turn every $1,000 into $100,000. Jim Rickards has published a series of best-selling books that show Americans how to prepare and thrive during a crisis. In his books, he shares the domino effect that happens during a major market collapse. As the current rate of unemployment surpasses 20% with over 26 million Americans on unemployment benefits, the first domino has begun to trigger the second domino. Don't wait for the state to take care of you, especially since Jim's prediction has already started to come true. Jim Rickards does not rely on the state to save him, and he doesn't want Americans to either. If you're serious about being self-sufficient, click here to gain access to Jim Rickards' exclusive video where he'll show you how to protect your family, fortify your home, and how to increase and maximize your investments.